Right 88. 6 man. Check girls, check 8.
On first down, Newton. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
It's going to be a long day.
Off play action, Newton. And that's complete to Lewis. The good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Newton now to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And the Falcon first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Under 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
White 20. Check 55, Mike. Go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Right there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Elliott. He gets away from 1. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the air now with Goff. This to Jarwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. Fights off the defender, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They fake the give. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Goff. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Elliott. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Goff on third down. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Fights loose. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Super one.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hawkins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down and 4, Goff dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun. Goff. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. From just shy of midfield, Goff, incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Goff. That one complete to Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's been a long day for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry from Mack. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Newton. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Cowboys 20, Falcons 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
Not 180. Hey, check.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here's Goff.
16. Watch 16.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, it's Newton. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on first. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
20.
Newton to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. 45's the mic. I got it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
45.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Ready. Look at it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
53, Mike 53. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What is it? 57. Drop deep, drop deep. Great. Hey, what's the ball?
The shotgun snap for Newton. Complete. Smith has it. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Single.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll run with Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here goes tonight. 180.
45 to Mike.
From the 50, it's Goff. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
I got you, boy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.